Hey, welcome everybody. This is Abs, and this is my man Alex. Where'd you go, Bro Crew Sports Talk?
Yeah,
Alex, that's you, bro. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. That's where people can catch me at on YouTube, Bro Crew Sports Talk. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, all right, guys. Look, one, allow us some patience, all right, because this is our first time, me and him, as we work out the kinks. Things aren't to our specs, but with the grace of God, Sean's help, and everything like that, we're gonna get this rocking. Okay, so me and Alex are gonna try and get some stuff to you guys about Washington football every week. And honestly, it's a like honestly, both me and him are some very knowledgeable, educated, light-skinned dudes that know some stuff about some Washington football. Okay, so look, give us some grace, give us some patience, and honestly, I promise you, you rock out with us, you're gonna learn something, and you might catch a different perspective. What you think, Alex?
Absolutely. There's gonna be a lot of people saying this is probably a dumb move y'all talking about. Y'all probably gonna agree with us, but just be patient with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We smart minds. We know about this team, so just rock with us. Absolutely.
It's definitely like honestly, and that's the whole point, guys. Is like honestly, don't nobody know what's going to happen.
Right.
It's all about hypotheticals, and honestly, I'm all about the hypotheticals.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, and Alex, I know I just met you a few weeks ago, bro, but I'm trying to tell you, after the season ended, after college season ended, I started doing mock drafts, bro. So I'm trying
Right.
to tell you, like I'm already got my eye on these people that we should be picking up. And as far as and that, so everyone knows, we have the number two pick, bro.
Yes, sir.
And number two pick. And honestly, a lot of people think we should do different moves, but I like just like you, I'm thinking we're leaning towards quarterback. And which quarterback? That's a very, very great question. And
Right.
honestly, like Alex, you tell me what you think, man. Where do you think this number two pick is going to? Or how we
Right.
going to rock with this number two pick?
Right. It's definitely like you said, bro. It definitely seems like it's leaning towards quarterback, and we thought in the middle of the season through all the way to week 10 to week 11, we thought we had a franchise guy in Sam Howell, but with EB and Ron and how they did Sam Howell, and just he had the most throwing attempts, he had the most sacks, he had the most interceptions. um, I just don't think they worked with the young man very very well, but he is very tough. But I do think at the end of the season, he lost a lot of confidence. So with this whole new coaching staff, new GM, I do not think they're going Sam Howell. I want that. I've told you that before, Ab. I would love for them to trade back and at least stay in top 10 and get an old lineman and build for Sam. But I just don't see that happening. At number two, they want to get their guy. They want to, you know what I'm saying? Because how many times, bro, Ab, you know how many times we've been through quarterbacks. I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's
I think we're above 20 in the last 25 years, bro. And that's the thing. And I think people need to realize this. Like Sam Howell, I think for the position that he was in last year and the fact that he was um like just like in a sense thrown into a situation, not even a good situation, a like just a situation. And because they didn't give him the job at first, he has to earn his spot, which is respectable and everything like that. But then at the same time, this team wasn't shit to begin with.
yeah,
Like we had like the bottom of the barrel offensive line, and like defense was sus already. Like, yeah, we ended the year quite well in defense, but it did not translate, and it did not translate into this year. And like
yeah,
again, we were up and down. And
yeah,
I think that's the issue, is that even though we have all the excuses and reasoning to keep Sam Howell at number two, I think with the new regime, new ownership, new
Right.
GM, new head coach,
Yep.
we have to get a guy that's gonna be on the same page, or that's home picked from the new regime. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So to
Right.
me, that's it. There's no other way to move that way. And honestly, I think that's the way we move. We have to get the quarterback at number two.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I mean, back then it used to be teams get a quarterback and they can develop them 4, 5, 6 years, to see what you got. Nowadays, in today's era, it's not like that. Everybody wants to get their guy, and even if it doesn't work out the first year or second year, bro, there's no waiting. They're like, well, you're not it. And that's what I feel bad about Sam Howell is like he's a question mark. People don't really know. And there's so many fans out there, even the NFL analysts that are saying Sam Howell's nothing but a backup quarterback. And it's like, bro, when we watched the season through, the beginning through midway, it's like, bro, he looked like a franchise guy. You know what I'm saying? But you, you can't really say that he's trash or he's not it because you really don't know because of the OC with Eric Bieniemy throwing all the time, not really running the ball as much, and with the O line was just it was terrible. I mean, bro, everybody on that offense did not really have a good year. I mean, even Terry McLaurin, our guy, he had dropped some balls, and Jahan Dotson to Logan Thomas to bro. That's not good for you. Might as well say Sam was a rookie. I mean, it was something like a rookie year for him, right? I mean, it's tough to say that. Oh yeah, we know what he is. He's a backup. We need to go somewhere else. It's like, man, you look, bro. Think about it. You put Sam Howell on the 49ers, bro. He's gonna be successful. I think just like Brock Purdy. You don't think Sam Howell to the 49ers will be successful?
It's hard to say that. You know what I mean? Like, I
Well, all
mean,
right. Put Brock Purdy on Washington. You think he's going to do? You think he's going to do the same thing with the 49ers? From here to with us?
you already know I don't think that.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless this man is coming with Kyle Shanahan. You already know I don't think
You're right
that's
about that. You're right about that.
so. Like
Definitely
to
right
me,
about that.
yeah, man. So I don't know, man. So Sam Howell, he's a good but not great quarterback, and to
Yep.
me, you cannot pass up this strong quarterback class without getting a quarterback. You really
Absolutely.
can't. Like, and honestly, and I'm not saying we need to pick one at two. I'm not. I'm really not. Even though I'm leaning towards that,
Mhm.
I'm just saying you cannot leave this draft without getting a quarterback in early. You know what I'm saying? So, like it's. I think that's just the move. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing some talk, man. Like to me, like me and you are kind of we are kind of going the same route. We're kind of thinking the same thing. Like honestly, whether it's through the draft we get another quarterback, which I'm seriously leaning towards.
Right.
Excuse me. But we have another thing that we're thinking about, bro. You want to break it out to these people because me and you, I don't know whether it's the light-skinned, like the light-skinned brain or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like it's like a superpower that we got, but
Mhm.
we're thinking a different thing. Break it down to the people, bro.
All right. Look, I'm gonna break it down one more time for these people. All right. Now, people, if you haven't followed me, hit that subscribe button on Bro Crew Sports Talk. Okay, on YouTube. But if you go there, I've already talked about Justin Fields, and I'm gonna do this for one more time. And the reason why I think it's the smartest offseason move that we could do. People just listen to me. All right, just listen to me. Okay. Ab, I'm gonna start it off by saying this. Ab, if
Yes,
the
sir.
Bears, right, if the Bears traded their number one pick and they don't want to get Caleb Williams, right? And they said, you know what, we're trading our number one pick. How much do you think? How much value do you think they'll get from that number one pick? Just answer that question.
Um, who are they trading to? It all depends on who they're trading to and how far back they got to go. So that's the question, bro.
That's true, but you do know possibly that if another team wants to move up in that first pick in the draft, you do know they probably got to send a 2025 first round, a 2026. I'm sure Bears will probably, I'm sure will probably get a couple number ones. Am I right?
So, like I said, it depends. Like if they're trading with us, it's not going. Like honestly, they're not going to get the haul that they think they do, and especially in this is just me. And if we've learned anything from Dan Snyder era, we're not going to give up a grip just move up one spot. You know what I mean? Like honestly, we're like because to me, I think we can be happy with getting the second quarterback that's not available that was not picked up on number one. We'll be just fine, and then move out the draft, move out throughout the draft that way. And honestly, like that, and we'll be just fine with that. And I think this new regime is confident in that. And we got cap space, and we got draft picks, bro. There's no reason for us to overspend or compete with anybody to get that number one pick. There is no, and that's one of the points that I'm trying to make today.
Right.
You know so if they're trading with us, they're not going to get much. If they're trading with someone like New England, Atlanta Falcons,
Atlanta, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like especially Atlanta. Atlanta has the 8th pick. Dude, it is not even going to be romantic how bad this piece, like how Chicago's going to take advantage of this. I want your mama. I want your daughter. I want your this. I want your that. Like, honestly, they're going to ask for everything. I want your secret recipe for your turkey on Thanksgiving. Like, they're going to ask for everything, bro. And it's not even going to be funny. And it's going to be worse. It's going to be comparable. And I'm going to say even worse than the trade we did with the Rams to go pick up RG3.
Just like I was about to just ask you that. How much did we give up to get RG3? And that was at number 2.
Right. We
Andrew Luck was first, and then RG3 was number 2. How much did we trade up? We gave the Rams, I think, how much?
I think like we gave them the that year and 2 more first rounds after that, and then some other. I want to say even more compensation after that too. So it was not right. It was honestly the league should have been like no fair, none. Like, that's just too much.
Right. All right. Now I want to stick with the fans, the listeners on this. All right. Just ride with me. Ride this wave with me. All right. Same thing with Trey Lance. How much did the 49ers have to give up to get Trey Lance? Probably a boatload, right?
I don't remember it, but it was a grip. I think it was this almost not as bad as ours, but just in that same area, bro.
Right. So again, you being like, if teams have to trade up into that number 1 or number 2 spot, number 3, bro, it's gonna be a boatload of picks. All right. And I think the smartest move for this offseason for the Washington Commanders, all right, and not only that, before I get into this, our GM, Adam Peters, he did say in the interview that he wants to build through the draft. He did say that, right, bro?
He's a smart guy. Honestly, he probably one of the smartest people. I think he's going to use us to show how much he can flex on everybody. I think he might show like he's gonna be comparable to Philly. My opinion. Philly went through a phase where they treated their football team like a fantasy football team, and like literally like just trading. And honestly, I think this is what this man is going to do. I don't think he's going to waste any time. he's gonna be smart about it, but he's gonna trade his ass off, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, with this Justin Fields, okay, he's about by next, I think, February, March. Yeah, by next month, he will be 25 years old. And I know a lot of fans were saying, "Bro, you got to sign that 5th-year option. He's going to be expensive." People, today came out that we have so much cap space. Even if we cut Logan Thomas and Charles Leno, okay, our cap space will be in the hundreds, the 100 million. I don't know if you saw that ad, but it was all over the place, bro. We have the most cap in the NFL. So with us signing the 5th-year option of Justin Fields and having him for 2 years, people, that's not a problem. We can still go in free agency and you know what I'm saying, and get some more guys, do our thing in the draft. But did you hear that today, bro? That with how much cap we once we cut Logan Thomas and Leno, if we do, bro, you know what I'm saying? Our cap space will be so much.
Give me a second. I'm about to calculate it for you right now.
Okay.
Um, right now from Spot Rack, sourcing Spot Rack, um, if we cut Leno or
Mhm.
trade cut Leno, that's a
Mhm.
savings of 7.2, 7.3 million right there. And Logan Thomas, that's a savings of 6.5.
Mhm.
Okay, or five. Let's see it, 6.5. So that's
Mhm.
what 13, 14 million added to the 83 million that we already got.
Oh, is that
So
what we got? 83. Well, there you go.
it's
I ain't even
not
know.
97, 98.
Right. Okay. Right there, right around 100. Who knows what other players that we're gonna cut? Who knows? Okay. All right, people.
There's a
Right.
possibility of trading Jonathan Allen also. Honestly, look, guys, look, I know you're gonna sit there and be like, no, it's Jonathan Allen, no, we're not doing none of that. Like, we're not gonna get rid of him, blah blah blah. It's a possibility, guys. I don't care what
Absolutely.
anyone says. Jonathan Allen was talking that good shit all year, setting up for his trade. Okay,
Yeah.
setting up for his trade. It is a possibility this man does not make it with us. And we
Right.
have to be serious and know that. Okay. So that's a possibility, guys. And honestly, if you're not even thinking it, I don't know what you like. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even have nothing nice to say to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a possibility.
You,
Proceed,
you,
my brother. I'm sorry.
no, you good. You got to make that Jonathan Allen a possibility because people need to understand that I know everybody wants to win now. Ab, you want to win now. Bro, I want to win now. But people need to understand this might take 2 to 3, possibly 4 years to get to where we're at. So with Jonathan Allen, he's 29 years old. Hey, if you can get some value out of him before trying to trade him before he's like 32 or 33, it's a smart move to do it now because Jonathan Allen even said that he wants to win now. Like, I don't blame him. You see what I'm saying? But going back to the Justin Fields, ride with me, y'all. Ride with me. Okay. So we have a lot of cap space. So that 5th-year option that people keep saying about, bro, it's going to be too much. Not a problem for Washington. Okay. So stop bringing up the cap room. All right. That's number one. All right. Now, what we have to do to get Justin, that's the main thing. And what I've been hearing around now, Ab, I don't know, you could back me up on this, but what I've been hearing around, teams will not give up a first round pick for him. It's definitely an early second. That's what I've been hearing. Now it could be wrong. Somebody I've heard the Steelers. I think Steelers at number 20, and they're at number 20 this year, and it's a possibility. Again, there's all rumors. All this is rumors, so we really don't know. But Steelers might even give up that their first round pick for Justin Fields at number 20. But again, Steelers don't have the cap. I think Steelers have like 20 something million cap. So I don't know if that's really a smart move, but elaborate.
Steelers. So okay. So to me, the Steelers, I think they're happy with Pickett. I honestly think they're happy with Pickett. Um, Pickett's still under his rookie contract, and like I can take a look at their cap situation, but like I'm almost positive, man, that they are happy with Pickett. I mean, of course, if he didn't get injured, then they wouldn't have said, there wouldn't be any speculation. You know what I'm saying? And I wholeheartedly believe that. And so Pickett's under his second, third year still.
Yeah, I think second. But I do know that Mike Tomlin, he did say that he will bring another quarterback in the room. So for him and Penny to, whoever's going to win the competition at quarterback. So there's definitely going to be a competition war, obviously, with the Steelers. So they're not really all the way sold on Kenny Pickett, put it that way.
Well,
but they're keeping him,
You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like I don't know if Trubinsky is still under contract. That's one thing. And then Rudolph. So let me just put it out this way. Steelers, for whatever reason, like their big white quarterbacks. Okay. So like Justin Fields does not fall under that. Like it really doesn't. And I don't know if I know it's not Tomlin, but you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if ownership is just like, hey, strong arming them to be like, look, he's white, he's great. I need him on my team. Like, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, these guys need to they need to diverse. I'm sitting here trying to say words and shit like that. But
evaluate. Yeah.
But they need to switch it up, honestly, because it's not always going to work with a big quarterback that can't move. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I would love, like, it would be nice because their O-line's not really shit, tell you the truth. So that would be great if they picked up a Justin Fields. It really would. I think that would be miles of difference for their team.
Right. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I feel like a lot of teams that need a quarterback would love to go Justin Fields. Absolutely. So, I agree. But all right, people stick with me with the Justin Fields thing. All right, so now we have a new offensive coordinator, Cliff, right? With Cliff Kingsbury, and he has the air raid offense. Do you feel like Justin Fields can fit in that air raid offense with Cliff Kingsbury? It's, again, these wide receivers with Cliff Kingsbury. Obviously, he's going to have to work with Justin Fields very hard on this. But there's going to be wide receivers spread it out. We're not going to use the tight end, I'm sure, as much. We will have a tight end, but mainly it's going to be our wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Our offensive line is going to be solo, one-on-one. It's going to be a throwing game. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did with Kyle Murray. Again, Kyle Murray had them legs, right? Kyle Murray, he was a shorter quarterback. Justin Fields is 6'3". So if Kyle Murray can do it, I feel like Justin Fields can do it. What do you think about that,
Ed? You jumped right on it, Mike. Honestly, yeah. When people look at Cliff Berry, you think of all these mobile quarterbacks. Like, honestly, so you're thinking Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels. So like, there's no question about that, bro. You're
right
on track with the way you're thinking.
Right. Okay, so that being said, with the Cliff Kingsbury, I think it'll work. My bad. Hold on, I got my son right here. Hold on.
Do your thing, man. We have family over here. My daughter's over here too.
Get right. On boo. Lord have mercy, my bad. All right. My bad. All right. So ride with me. All right. Where was we at? All right. With the Cliff Kingsbury, the cap. He's 25 years old. Everybody rock with me. All right. The 50-year option. Okay. Okay. Now with us trading him, a number 2 pick, bro. I I think, all right, if we traded the Bears, right? I think it would be a second or a third. Now the Bears might want to get extra picks with that. They might want to go a second, a fourth, a fifth. Who knows? But as far as I know, they could easily take a early second. Again, all these are rumors, but if we can give them the pick that we got from, when we got Montez Sweat, when the Bears gave us their second, bro, we can give it back to them.
Right.
Right. Okay. So let's just say we did that, right? It would definitely be crazy, especially with the NFL. Like, it would be crazy. Washington get Justin Fields, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, that being said, since we got a quarterback and we don't have to go to quarterback at number 2, right? You riding with me, Ab, right? You got me.
I'm tracking.
Okay. Number 2 pick, to be honest with you, and I will say this, I do not think, I know a lot of Bears fans, they want Justin Fields. I do not think he's going to get. I think the Bears are trading. They don't want to mess this up. Again, I said this in my podcast that they had. Remember, they could have had Pat Mahomes, but they went to get Mitch Trubisky. Bears are one of the worst when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, one of the worst. They've never had a great. I mean, bro, you know this. They never had a great quarterback. So they do not want to mess this up. And with all these rumors saying that Caleb Williams is the next big thing, bro, they're getting Caleb Williams. Okay. With the Cliff Kingsbury and this, the marriage that him and Caleb Williams have and him moving up and all that, that might be all, rumors and all that. But no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know it's true, but us like trading up, one spot and doing all this just to get Caleb Williams, I don't believe it. All right. I feel like Justin Fields is gone out of Chicago. All right. This is what I believe. Again, people rock with me. All right. So we traded for Justin Fields at number 2 pick. All right. Caleb Williams goes 1 at number 2. This is where we're at. Now, Adam Peters, you know this, bro. He wants to think about the future. Am I right?
Yes. He has to.
Okay. Now, people rock with me. Well, me and Ab talked about this before I got into this Justin Fields debate. We talked about how much we got for RG3. How much did we have to give up? I'm sorry. How much we had to give up? How much people had to give up for Trey Lance and all these other teams that traded up for, a quarterback that they needed. They had to trade up a boatload of picks, bro. So at number 2, we trade back. Okay. Now, us trading back, let's say we do trade back with Atlanta. Let's say that at number 8. Let's say we trade back with Atlanta at number 8. Bro, I believe that Atlanta would have to give us a first round for next year, right? For 2025, possibly for 2026, some picks this year. I don't know. I'm just, speculating, but I just think this is what we would get back, right? We can still be in this draft. We can still be in the first round. We can still be, in the first round. All right. That what I think is the future is getting a whole lot of picks for that number 2 spot. Now, people are going to say, well, what about Justin Fields? What if it doesn't work out? Okay, if it doesn't work out and we have him for 2 years, that's why we have these extra picks. We'll have 2025, we'll have 2 first round picks. 2026, we possibly might even have 2 first round picks. Am I right, Ab? Tell me this is not, you cannot tell me this is not a smart move. Is there anything that I'm leaving out why people keep knocking this Justin Fields move? Like,
this is possible. Like, then this is the reason why I say it's this is like the optimal move to go. Is literally this sets up the future. And I said it a few weeks ago. This is how Philly got better, guys. This is exactly how Philly got better. Philly would legit, I forget the draft they did it in, but they ended up getting 2 first rounders, and then they would trade one of their first rounders to trade back 1, and then 2 get a future first rounder, and they did it like 3 straight drafts, guys. Like, it's like insane. And I think one draft they had 3 first rounders. Like, this is how you build your team. And Chicago is on the verge of doing this. Like, I'm calling it right now, man. Chicago will be a better team if they do this right next year. Next year, they're a playoff team. Next year, they are a playoff team. This year, I mean, they were actually okay this year. You know what I'm saying? Like towards the end of the year, they will be a playoff team next year. That is what I'm predicting right now.
Right.
And this in you said it right there. If it doesn't work out for Justin Fields, we can pick up next in 25 or 26. We can pick up our guy. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, we're still keeping Sam Howell, everybody. We're keeping Sam Howell. And if it's not working with Justin Fields, we can go to another bum that it may not work with. So, like, this is not like this is like we actually got decent quarterback play.
Right.
While we got decent quarterback play,
Mm-hmm.
we pick up and we build the rest of the roster.
Absolutely.
This is the best way to move.
Yep.
And to me, this is the move you have to do. You have to do this move. But
Yep.
will we do this move?
I don't know. And just like you said, will we? I don't know, dog. I've been trying to get this out so it can find some way to get to the front office. But I think I'm sure it will go through their minds. But I think it's smart now. Fans, okay, will be like, bro, Justin Fields is trash. He's had a bad few years with Chicago. Y'all might be right, but if people say this, if you want to go Justin Fields, why don't you just get Jaden Daniels? All right, listen, Justin Fields, we've seen the highs and we've seen the lows. Matter of fact, we ain't even really seen his whole ceiling, right? Because everybody knows how Chicago does quarterbacks. Obviously, everybody knows how we do quarterbacks. But we've seen the lowest of lows when it comes to Justin Fields, okay, in Chicago. But you also have seen the talent, right? You've seen the talent. You see that he's 6'3", very strong. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He can run just as much as Lamar Jackson, if not better. I think, bro, he is very dynamic when it comes to running that ball. Okay. And his arm, he has a very good deep ball. His accuracy is, it's up and down. But again, that's what I think Cliff Kingsbury can work with this man. Okay. But now when it comes to the Jaden, if everybody says, well, if you want to, you might as well just get Jaden Daniels instead of Justin Fields. Jaden Daniels took a lot of hits in college. Okay. That's what I'm scared for when it comes to that is like, we don't know what he is. We don't know what you're going to get out of Jaden Daniels. Not every running back is Lamar Jackson. Let me just tell y'all that. Not every there's Jaden Daniels might be a Malik Willis. Okay, so people need to understand. Not every guy that can move around and do all this is going to be Lamar off the bat. Yes, he's fast. It shows all that in college. Yes, he can throw a deep ball. His same thing with Jaden Daniels. His accuracy is up and down. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, my knockoff on him when it comes to Jaden Daniels is when he runs, he doesn't look downfield. He just takes off and runs. And it's like I love the speed when it comes out of both of these quarterbacks, but it's like, man, I want to see more arm. You know what I mean? But that's my take on it. And I don't know if I left anything else out when it comes to Justin Fields, but I just think it's a smart move. You think about the future when you get rid of that when you trade back at our number 2 pick. We already got a quarterback, and that's what you do. You think about the future. You think about building, and that's what we need. So I'm going to leave it off that. I'm not going to say no more Justin. I know Ab has been hearing me and Sean, and everybody's like, here we go with the Justin Fields thing. But, bro, I just think it's one of the smartest moves that we can do because we're thinking about the future when we trade back our number 2 pick. And we don't have to worry about quarterback. So.
But you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not talking out your ass, bro. Like, literally, like, this is like people scoff at this, but this is literally something that should be thought about, should be like seriously examined as a possibility. And part of this move is to put the draft into our favor also. This is a strategic move at that. And what would it cost us? What, a 3rd round pick? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, it depends. It's only going to go up to 2nd because other teams are going to be competing for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think it's like, you could get a 3rd round pick, especially because they want to offload Justin Fields. They really do. So and so, but because there's going to be a competition for him, then that's the only reason why it's going to get moved up to a second or third plus, third
Right, right,
plus.
right.
So that's how I look at it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now you had a take on these quarterbacks, bro, and these three quarterbacks that's coming out of college. Everybody thinks that they're going to probably go, like dominoes, right in a row. So these three quarterbacks, bro, you tell me about it, man. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May. Tell me about what's your thoughts on them. If Washington grabs one of these guys, I mean, what's your take on it, bro?
Hold on 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second. I'm
Okay.
sorry. All right, my apologies, man. Family man right here. My daughter is my everything. So she knows she runs the house. So
Oh yeah, you good. You
she,
good.
she just got done saying because I do.
I understand that. Yeah, but hey, I got kids over here. You saw what I had to do, Chris. But
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So I wanted to do a little exercise. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Just like and as if you guys saw me, I'm sitting here looking to the side, and what I'm doing is I'm creating a spreadsheet. So the type of football person I am, guys, is I'm an analytics guy. I look at stats. Yes. I look at play. Yes. I look at I actually look at tendencies also. I pay attention to that stuff. How like people like what a team is more likely to do than not. And I do pay attention to all of that, So one of the things I do is I look at what's the possibility of us moving up to number one. And to me, I don't think this is what we're supposed to do. I don't think we move up number one. What do you think, Alex?
Bro, I agree with you. We stay at number two. There's no need to trade up a bunch of loaded picks because again, like me and you talked about, Adam Pearce says he wants to get more and more picks or build through the draft. Us doing that, it's not a smart move, bro. I agree 100% with you.
Okay, so and this is another thing. What is the Aniel, turn that down, baby. Sorry, bro. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you good? You good?
All right. Okay. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long, bro. So I'm sitting here looking at. I've been the past like hour. I've just been spending looking at what the league has done last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you you give me out of the top three: Jaden Daniels, Drake May. Um,
You talking about in order? Who do I think is
no. Just give me you. Who do you want to do first?
definitely do Caleb Williams. Absolutely.
All
That's a
right,
possibility. We might come get him.
it's Jaden, right? Not Jalen. Jaden, right?
Yeah, Jaden.
All right, I'm gonna show my screen real quick. So All right, give me 1 second. Pull this up. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh. 40 minutes. All right, you see it?
Nah, I can't really see it, bro.
It's just okay. Good. I can't hear you, bro.
Nah. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I can see it. Zoom it up a little more, Ab.
You said move it up.
Yeah, just a little more.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm good now. I can see it.
All right, bro. So passing yards. So this is the point I'm trying to make with everybody. I want you guys to like a serious prediction on what each of these players are going to be able to do in their first year. Okay. And honestly, this is an exercise that I think that everyone should go through. Everyone really should go through. And I'm going to go through it with you, Alex, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So passing yards, what do you think? Like realistically, what do we think Caleb Williams is going to do? And let me throw this out here, okay? Passing yards wise, like just so everybody knows, like 4,000 is good, okay? 4,000 is good for a quarterback. And that's what like honestly, if you're looking for your quarterback to be like a passer, and like honestly, that's like the like honestly, a 4,000-yard quarterback nowadays is like, okay, that's where you're sitting there thinking, okay, that may be our future. All right. So realistically, what do you think Caleb Williams is going to do, bro?
My bad, bro. You busy and I'm busy. Hold on.
It's great, man. Do your thing.
Hold on. Oh, Lord, me and you have been busy. All right. What you are you trying to say? Like, what do I think he will do throughout this year?
His first year, like, so if we pick, so, and then honestly, you have to realize it's different between like each system too. And honestly, it's still too early because we got brand new offensive coordinator. But under Cliff Barry, what do you think each of these quarterbacks can do under our offense?
Oh man, I do think Caleb Williams will. It's going to be a throwing offense, especially we're going to be throwing to the wide receivers more. So yeah, definitely his yards will be up. I mean, the sky's the limit, bro. I mean, that's really tough because I don't know what type of weapons we will be bringing in here. Because I mean, right now on the roster, we only have 4 wide receivers really on the roster, unless until we sign people from free agency and all that. And then we got to get a third down running back because Antonio Gibson will be hitting free agency. So I don't know. I mean, just trying to give it an estimate. I don't know. Maybe
you're fucking up my exercise, bro. So like,
I mean that's a hard question to ask. I mean, I don't know, bro.
No. So to me, it's like realistically, and then okay. So let's look at CJ Stroud then. Okay, give me a second. I'll pull up CJ Stroud's because that one was pretty epic, right?
Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so I'll use that as a gauge. Then I'm sorry, I should have been more prepared with that. Okay. I'll say like just like betting, like higher or lower than CJ Stroud's rookie year. Better?
Yeah, lower.
All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're going CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud, not season, regular season. Okay, CJ Stroud, 4108 in passing yards.
Yeah, lower.
You say lower?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. All right. CJ Stroud, 41. So what do you say? 3,500 maybe?
Yeah. I mean, what does Sam Howell have?
See, and
Sam Howell.
that's another thing I'm sitting here trying to compare to is I got that lined up too. Sam Howell, 39.46.
Yeah, but EB did let him pass a whole lot too. So, yeah, I think.
So, go ahead.
I think it's gonna be close to 4,000. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that.
You said 4,000 for Caleb.
Yeah, yeah. Or if not, like right near it, because we're gonna be a passing offense again. So I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, CJ Stroud had 4108. So you're saying 4,000?
Yeah, 4,000. Right around
Okay.
4,000.
What do you think about Drake May? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna say higher. My bad. I'm weighing this out because I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say higher, bro. I'm gonna say higher.
40. Stroud had 41. So what, 42?
Yeah. With Drake May, bro. Yeah, Drake May.
Okay. 42. And Jaden Daniels. His comparable, like, so to me, I think everyone thinks his comparable is Lamar Jackson. That's why his jump in draft stock has gone up. So if you're thinking that, if that's what you're thinking, then Lamar is more like, this isn't even where his yards are at. Lamar is what, like 30, is 30 last for his MVP year this year, 36.78.
Yeah, no. I'm not even gonna give Jaden Daniels, and I'm not knocking off Jaden Daniels at all. I think he has a great D ball. He had a lot of weapons. With LSU, I don't think he'll have the same amount of weapons that we got here. So I'm gonna go right around 3,000.
3,000?
Yeah. And I'm not comparing him to Lamar, even though I think he does have a little bit of Lamar traits. I just think there's throws that Caleb Williams and Drake can make that Jaden Daniels can't make. I don't think.
Okay, and
Yep.
so and let me say the comparables what people have out there.
Okay.
So Caleb Williams, people compare him to Patrick Mahomes. Okay, Drake May, people compare him
Herbert.
to
Yeah.
what's up?
I've heard that Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. I even got people saying, and honestly, it sounds asinine, but because of his body type, Josh Allen.
Right. I've heard it. Yep. I've heard that too.
Okay. So like his athleticism has not been unlocked yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see like how RPOs go with him and everything like that. So, which would be nice, you know what I'm saying? If this is another Josh Allen, like that's something that people have no idea about.
Right.
All right. So yards per game, we don't have to do that. Passing TDs, Caleb Williams, what do you think? So let me get you the basis now. Okay. So 30 is like MVP. Okay.
Right.
20 is like you had a good year. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how many interceptions you had. But 20 is like, okay, we're not looking for a new quarterback next year per se.
Right.
Okay.
Right. 28.
28 for Caleb Williams, for real? Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Drake May.
32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you hear me say 30 is like MVP, right?
MVP. Yeah.
Of the league.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. Jaden Daniels.
23.
23. Okay.
Sam
Interception.
through. Sam through 3009. Yeah. Yeah. We said it. Yeah. We said it. You said what?
And now we're on interceptions.
Mm-hmm. Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
15.
That's realistic, bro. Like honestly, like first year, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Let me add this though. Okay. I'll add this though. CJ Stroud, he only had 5.
Mm-hmm.
In 15 games, he only had 5 interceptions. So you say
Mm-hmm.
15?
Yeah.
So statistically, you think that he is going to be better than CJ Stroud?
Who's Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
How many touchdowns did CJ Stroud have?
23.
And what did I put Caleb Williams? 28?
Yeah.
Shit, I might have to see. Look, you put me on the spot. Yeah, yeah. I'll just leave it where it's at. That's fine.
All right. I mean, this is just an exercise, and it's just to because to me, you have to be able to see. You have to be able to see
Yeah.
what you want to do, because people can talk all day and be like, yeah, we need to trade up to number 1, da. But until you see it, like see it,
Yeah.
it's different, man. All right.
You're right.
So Drake May,
12.
interception. 12.
12. Yep.
That's good. All right. Jaden Daniels.
10.
10.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can give you why I gave you that. But
all right. Talk about it, bro.
when it comes to Caleb Williams, I think Cliff, and with the air raid offense that we have, I think Caleb Williams will have a slow start, but I do think he'll throw some touchdowns. He'll do a lot of, again, holding the ball. Again, I think all these quarterback, guys have flaws. I mean, they're young. They're young. They're still developing. You know what I mean? Their ceiling is high, but we just don't know. Caleb Williams, I mean, everybody keeps saying that he's this big Pat Mahomes guy, but he was that in college. We don't know what he's going to be in the NFL. A lot of people are saying he's a bust. I don't know. I think he can make every throw, though. I do believe that. I'm a little scared for him when it comes to him doing the moving around and holding on to the ball a little too long, trying to find that big play. That's where the interceptions, I think, come from. But
what, for Jaden Daniels or Caleb?
Caleb.
Okay.
Right. And I do think that he will get the touchdowns, but he will have the most interceptions out of these 3 quarterbacks. Now, when it comes to Drake May, I think he's more NFL ready. Now, he has flaws also. His inaccuracy can somewhat be an issue, but there's sometimes where he plays very good with his accuracy. So definitely he's tall he's very tall. He's very big out of these 3 quarterbacks. Yes, Jaden Daniels is 6'4", I think the same height, but he's a lot more skinnier. But when it comes to Drake May, like you said, bro, he does have that speed to be like a Josh Allen. I don't think he's as fast as Josh Allen, but he is pretty fast. But I just think he's more polished in the air raid offense. I think he would be more polished to me with Cliff, and that's why I put him with the stats that I put him at. And then when it comes to Daniels, I think I put less interceptions is because I think we're going to run him more. I do. We got to put him at his traits. And when it comes to touchdowns, I do believe he will have less touchdowns because I'm a little scared of his arm. Also, I think he has a great deep ball and stuff like that. But again, I just think his accuracy is a little. I don't know. I think he moved up because what he did with LSU, with the weapons that he had, with the athleticism that he is. That's why I think he really did move up to where he is at. I do like him though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not down on him at all. But that's my take
So
on it.
no, you straight, man. Like honestly, like that's very good, man. Like you articulated yourself very well. To me, Caleb Williams, and this is something that I saw in not highlights, guys. I looked at tape of this guy, and when he scrambles, his mechanics fall apart. And I don't know how no one else sees this because maybe it's because when his mechanic, like even though his mechanics fall apart, it he still makes the throw, and maybe that's what they're overlooking. But
Yeah.
this guy legit drops like his non-throwing hand. Like when you throw the ball, and I'm putting it out there, and you guys pay attention. Like when you look at it, like you know what I'm saying. When he cocks back when he's running and everything like that, like this non-throwing hand is like back here, like it's down like this, and he scrambles with just one hand. And I'm sorry, I don't know how big his hands are, but to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you hold on to the damn thing when unless you're about to damn near throw it. And even then, your non-throwing hand is right here. Like
Mhm.
you're blocking your chin kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you're throwing, and this hand is like right here, and this is how they teach you. And I've seen it.
Right.
And he drops it all the way to his hips. I don't know, and I'm not a quarterback, so I don't know how that translates. I don't know how that translates to the league. I don't know how it may affect his game once he gets professional, but I've seen that and I picked that up, and it like, and that to me, if that your mechanics fall apart,
Mhm.
then you may not be a number one, bro. You may not be the number one. Like to
Well, I mean,
me, go ahead.
my bad. I was about to answer what you was trying to say on that one, bro. I agree with you because he have the most fumbles as a quarterback too in college. So, I
Sean,
mean,
Sean would have to answer that one. I'm not sure, bro. But like it legit, like that's all I'm trying to say is like his mechanics fall apart when he's scrambling. And if like you like Patrick Mahomes, like he the reason why he's so great is because he still does the little things and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And
right.
that right there is what makes him great. And if you are dropping your hands, if you got your mechanics all over the place, are you really like are you really the number one? Are you really Patrick Mahomes is? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Mhm.
that can we really compare you to him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree, bro. I think he's definitely Pat Mahomes in college. Why do I think he would be number one is because out of Drake May and Jaden Daniels and out of all these other quarterbacks in this draft is because he can make every throw. Even on the move, he can make every throw, and he's very accurate. It's just what knocks him is he a leader? Is he, is there off the field issues? Is he like a Terrell Owens, Odell Beckham? That's what kind of scares me. But if Cliff can work with this man and get him at his highest ceiling, dog, I'm all for it. I like him. I like him a lot, but there are again, they all have flaws. They just need to get, they're a rusty nail that just needs to be cleaned up. You dig what I'm saying?
Of course, they all have flaws. And my point is, do you trade away your future to pick up some
Ooh.
someone that's like not that far ahead of the number two. Like to me, there's not 1, 2, 3. There's 1A, 1B, 1C. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's the question is like, and this is the point that I'm trying to make.
Mhm.
Let me finish this exercise because I want you to, I want to see what you get rushing wise. Like what do you think they're rushing? Like, because if that may be the difference for people is what they can what these quarterbacks can do with their legs.
Right.
Okay, so and look, we're coming up to an hour. Honestly, I don't see another. We got about another 10 minutes, I believe. Guys, just hold on a second. I want to prove my point real fast with you guys. Rushing yards, Caleb Williams, go.
350.
350. Okay.
Yeah.
Drake May.
300.
Oh, you think you run too? Aiden Daniels.
750.
Okay. For reference, everybody, Lamar Jackson had 8 something. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson had, I want to say 8 something, almost 900 maybe. Okay.
His first year.
Oh, no, this year.
This year. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Russian TDs.
2.
For Caleb Williams.
No, yeah, 2.
2.
No,
Okay.
3. I'm gonna say 3. Put 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Rick May.
5.
5. Aiden Daniels. Keep in mind, I think Lamar had 5, bro. So
I'm gonna say 8.
4 or 5. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say 8.
8.
Yeah.
All right. So here I'm gonna post a message. Bobby Wills. I'd go May and not lose an ounce of sleep. Bobby Wills, I think that's my point that I'm trying to make right here.
I like it. I like it.
Is that I think going Mays is the smart and logical way to go, practical. Yeah. And we like honestly, I think he's a good enough quarterback, and there's not much of a difference between him and Caleb Williams, where you're sitting there like, man, Caleb Williams made my team so much better. Like that's the point that I'm trying to make is like you get Drake May, you build the offensive line, especially with all these draft picks, especially with all this money we got, this cap room, especially we could trade Jonathan Allen for like not just some like chump change draft picks. Like legit, we could probably trade Jonathan Allen for a second plus. So this is like to me, I'm leaning more toward out of all the three, I'm leaning more towards Drake. And literally because he is like you said it earlier, you really said it earlier, he's more NFL ready, NFL ready. You know what I'm saying? So like that to me is more than anything, especially that leads up to wins now, bro. Come on. Come on, man. All right. Sean asked the question too. Here's a question. What was Pat Mahomes in college? How good was he? Or was it an Andy Reid system with a quarterback that can do what Andy asked? Sean, you know Patrick Mahomes was sus in college. Like, I know he's just asking that question, like just to have us answer it, but Patrick Mahomes was sus. We all know that.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, to me, I still remember the day. Hold on, baby. Oh, it's almost done. Okay. I still remember the day when Patrick Mahomes was drafted. They traded up to get Patrick Mahomes, and I was like, who the is this guy? I really was like, because it like no, he was on nobody's radar that
Right.
draft. He really was not. And like and honestly, like it's crazy, it's funny, and that's how drafts are sometimes and everything like that. But it literally that's what it was, and it was shocking. It really was. Like I remember being shocked. Like who is this guy? Like I didn't even know who the hell he was. Okay, so how good is Daniels really? That's what Sean said. See, CW isn't worth the capital. Caleb Williams isn't worth the capital it costs Washington to begin a new regime from front office to the field. Uh, I agree, Bobby. He's not worth the capital to me. He really isn't. I think you can build a good enough team.
Who is this, bro? Who is this? Caleb
He said Caleb Williams.
isn't worth the capital. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, yeah, and like you said, bro, when it comes to what's his name? Oh, Drake May. I think he's more pro ready. Thing that scares me is Caleb Williams is the off the field. Again with the leader, the leadership. I do think Drake May with the air raid offense with Cliff. I mean, I even think it will help out Sam Howell. Even, I mean, do you agree with that, Ab?
What
I
do you
think it
mean?
would.
What do you mean help out with Sam Howell?
Like, I think, like what I'm saying is, I think he'll do better in this system than Eric Bieniemy's system.
You think Sam Howell will be better?
Yeah.
Uh, like to me, I thought I thought EB, he didn't play smart. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I think EB played more, like trying to save his job more than playing to win kind of thing. And it's very hard, especially when like everybody's on their way out. Like it's very hard to play respectable football. It's very hard to play. It's very hard to do what what you need to do, to play the chess game that the need to do when there's other factors in your ear, in the background, and everything like that. And I don't blame him for that. It's just I don't think he didn't play the Kansas City football that we were expecting, and
Right.
that's what I'm saying, and that's how I feel.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Um, but yeah, again, when it comes to Caleb Williams, bro, the Bears are taking him. I mean, I just feel like Justin Fields will get traded and Bears will take him, and then it really does fall with us. The big question is if we do not go the Justin Fields route, because I know I've been saying the Justin Fields route, but if that doesn't happen, bro, our quarterbacks that we're getting is Drake May or Jaden Daniels, and I think out of them two guys, because Caleb Williams will be gone. I just do believe that. I just don't think Bears will pass up on that. But when it comes to them two guys, Drake May or Jaden Daniels, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go Drake May. You got to. It's the smart. People need to understand when it comes to quarterbacks, especially with us. How many quarterbacks we've gone through? Ab about 20 something. All right,
At least.
Right. So what we need to think about is longevity. Okay. And Drake May, I feel like, will last longer in this NFL than Jaden Daniels. I'm not knocking Jaden Daniels, but like what I said, this is what I do believe. Every running quarterback is not Lamar Jackson. People need to understand that. He's not. Jaden Daniels might be a Malik Willis. He might be Marcus Mariota. He might be, people
RG3. Like
RG3. Exactly. So
like to me, I when I was watching Jaden Daniels, like I legit was thinking RG3. I think he's like the way I guess I would articulate it more is educated, more what is it? More careful RG3, because he like the way he ran kind of his body was over his legs more. You know what I'm saying? RG3 kind of his body was like everywhere when he ran. I'm like, tuck that shit in, bro.
What,
Like that. Like it was scaring me how he was running, but
what RG3 had was that track speed. He could run in a straight line, and he was very good at that. But when it comes to like Lamar Jackson moving left and right and juking people, yo, Jaden Daniels has that. Now I don't know if he did that in college. Now in the NFL, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's a risk we got to take. Do you really want to go back to that and possibly injure? You know what I'm saying? Because what we know in college, what Jaden Daniels was very, very good at was his legs. I mean, can you agree with that, Ab? Was his arm beating out his legs, or was his legs beating out his arm?
oh, that's tough, bro. Because Jaden Daniels had I mean, one, he won the Heisman, and then two, he was top five in passing, bro. So like, you really, it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but you got to think about the weapons that he did have. You got to think about the weapons that he did have. Mind you, he's got two wide receivers that going in the first round. Does Drake May even have a wide receiver that's going in the first round?
That's that. No, I don't think he does. I mean, he may not even have a wide receiver being drafted, bro. So, like I mean, you're right there.
Right.
But I'm just saying, Jaden Daniels is. So I'm looking at his average yards per pass attempt. Mm-hmm. He is the only one that had. Well, not the only one. The dude from Alabama has double digits in that category. Was it Jalen Milroe from Alabama? 10 yards per pass attempt. And Jaden Daniels, 11.7. And I'm just so that we're and just so you just something to compare to, in the NFL, mm-hmm. It's the highest is like 8. I understand it's the NFL and it's different and everything like that. I'm sorry, the highest is for a person, a full-time starter, 9.6 by Brock Purdy. Yeah, bro. So that's something to really. Jaden Daniels, like his arm is not. Jaden Daniels it's there. It really is there. I'm just worried. To me, it's like, especially coming from college, when a quarterback only produces like that 1 year, like really good that 1 year. Like I'm really sus when it comes to that. Like if it's not like a 2-year thing, I'm like, I mean, because what's the saying? The sun shines on a dog's ass at least once a day or something like that, or twice a day.
Yeah. No. I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. When Jaden Daniels did go to LSU, the first year he was in LSU, he had a decent year, but then this year was the blow up year that, you know what I'm saying? Like he had a one great good year. But I'm gonna go back to when it comes to Justin Fields, not the NFL, but when he was in college, bro. When he was in college, he was throwing like crazy also, but he had the weapons. You know how many weapons he had? And then when he came to the NFL, nobody knew that Justin Fields could move the way he did, right? So that's what I mean about when it comes to Jaden Daniels. I'm not knocking his arm. I think he has a good arm. He has a good deep ball. But do I think he will be very accurate in all this? What do I think he'll do that all in college? What he did in college to the NFL, bro? I don't know, man. I like him. If we take him, I won't be mad. But I just don't think he's ready. I really don't. I just don't think he's ready. I don't know, man. I don't know, because he had the weapons, bro. You see it. I mean, a lot of his wide receivers are wide open too. Well,
Yeah.
was Jaden Daniels throwing really into tight coverage a lot? You gotta look at that also. You know what I mean?
So you're saying is it's the system and the wide receivers more than it is the quarterback for Jaden Daniels?
Absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. I
Sean,
mean, you don't
Sean
think so?
might argue with you about that, man.
You don't think so?
I'm not knowledgeable enough to make a statement there, bro. So I'm not like, you know what I'm saying. I like to do my research before I can really speak on it. So I'm not saying that's not what you've done. I'm just, to me, it's like, I'd like to look into it more before I could even say anything. You know what I mean?
Got you, got you.
All right. And okay, Nathan Snell, are these college stats or potential NFL stats? Uh, from what we were doing, Nathan, I think that's what we were doing is the NFL stats.
Yeah,
I think the first year of what these quarterbacks would do if they were on the Washington team under Cliffberry, right?
yeah. Cliff
Cliff.
Kingsbury.
Okay.
Cliff. Yeah.
Purdy was dumpster juice in college, and look at him now, system or he can just play high level NFL football. Bobby, that's the thing, bud, is legit. Honestly, these people get paid regardless of any of all that. Purdy is legit because he fits in this Kyle Shanahan system.
Yeah.
He's going to get paid, and he's going to get paid a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you put Purdy on our team, bro. I don't think Purdy is Purdy. I'm just being honest with you.
no, I'm with you on that also. I
Right,
think
right.
Purdy is a fine quarterback, but I also think sometimes players are just in the right situation at the right time, under the right coach, under the right sun, under the right moon, under the right stars. I really honestly feel that way, that sometimes it's just the best scenario possible for these players.
Yeah.
And like, to me, Chase Young, and I'll say this: Chase Young was a fine player, but then he comes under our defense. We ask him to do everything under the sun, and then it kind of moots all of his attributes. Like, to me, and that's a coaching thing. And I've said this to Sean before. I think a great coach is a coach that will see what you do best and let you run with it, and then form the team around that. You know what I mean? And it's an art. It really is an art. And I know you can't do that all the time, and you can't do that with everybody, but I really honestly feel that's how you coach football players, is put them in the right position, right spot to flourish. What you think?
You think he's in the right spot now with the 49ers?
I didn't say that.
No, no,
Stop
no,
putting,
I didn't.
are you my ex now? Stop putting words in my mouth, man. So
Yeah.
so no, I was just saying that
Mm,
that's what because I don't think he's in the right spot in San Francisco either.
mm.
But to me,
I'm
that's what you do with players.
right. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't think it has nothing to do with coaching. I don't even think I'm not knocking what you're saying. Again, this is your opinion. This it's all opinions here. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's Chase. I just think Chase is. I'm not gonna say he's a bust yet, but I just think that people got it wrong. He was supposed to be this big, Javion Clowney, like next level. Because remember when Javion Clowney came out, everybody thought he was going to be the next, and he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I've said this before, and I said this to Sean. He reminds me of Brian Arakpo. But to be honest with you, I think Brian Orakpo will even have a better career than Chase. But he only has two moves. He only bull rushes and
you gotta elaborate on that, like, because Arakpo was legit, and to me, Arakpo was one of our best defensive ends. Didn't he have multiple double digit sack years? Like,
no,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
yeah. What I meant by that was Arakpo, he would bull rush and he would beat a guy with speed. He wasn't. I mean, if you look at these guys, Aaron Donald, Max Crosby, Von Miller. I mean, well, obviously Von Miller's a slash linebacker slash out, but he's a DN. You might as well say he's a DN. Who are the other guys? I can't even think of. Who's the guy for the Browns?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, bro. These guys, they do every type of move, swim move, spin. I mean, you name it, they got it. And I just feel like, again, I did say Brian Orakpo, I think, will have a better career than Chase. But I just think Chase, he only has two moves. And it's really him, bro. I just think that I don't know if he put.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. What you was about to say? What?
I was going to say that because I don't disagree with you on that. I do think he's limited on that. Like, I seen some video where he was going over, like, before they both got traded, him going over like hand fighting moves with Sweat in order to like Sweat was teaching them these moves and everything like that. But at the same time, I also feel that Washington has it's not with just Chase. Even with the cornerback, what was it, William Jackson? They bring these players in and expect them to do stuff that, and then everyone's like, "Oh, that's a great player. That's a great cornerback. That's a great defensive end." And then we don't hone in on what they're good at.
Right.
We ask them to do something different. And just because you're like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're a Pro Bowler and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're all world and everything like that. You're that for a reason. And sometimes with some players, it's for that specific reason. But why every time we get someone like that, they come to Washington and then we're asking them to do everything else but what they were great at.
Right.
It never fails. And it legit felt like it's been like the last 10 years that we've done that. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's kind of crazy to me. Like, I understand you pay all these players all this money to do a certain type of thing, like your system and everything like that. But that's poor GM, poor defensive coordinator, poor coaching. If you're not able to be like, well, he's good at just bum rushing, and we're only going to do that 10% of the defensive calls. What? Like, of course, no one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But then at the same, and this is why I have hope for Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, well, at least in the first like year or two with Micah Parsons, he just let that dude roll.
Right.
He just let him be great.
Right.
I'm very hopeful for that. What do you think?
Yeah. The Dan Quinn, I mean, absolutely. And I'm more excited because at first I was questioning it, like, oh man, Dan Quinn, Dallas, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody wanted Ben Johnson. I did too. So when I say everybody, I mean me too. I wanted Ben Johnson because he was an offensive guy, offensive guru, and that's what I wanted, was an offensive coach. Now we got another defensive coach. But everybody is trying to say, Dan Quinn 2.0. I don't think Dan Quinn, I'm sorry, Ron Rivera 2.0. I don't think he will be another Ron. I think he will do a lot better with us because he can focus on the team. You dig what I'm saying? Like, he can, Adam Peters is the brains. Quinn can focus on the team and coach the team. When it came to Ron Rivera, bro, again, he was like literally somewhat of the GM also. I mean, if you really think about it, Dan Snyder, he hired his coach first, and then the coach grabbed the GM. You know what I'm saying? But Ron went through a lot. I do blame Ron with the dumpster fire we do have. With the players that we got in the first round. Also, you name it. Even though Chase is gone, Jamin Davis not looking like this. Jahan Dotson was supposed to have a breakout year, didn't. Emmanuel Forbes, everybody's questioning him if he's a bust. I do blame Ron on some of that, but also, man, when Ron came in here, I hate to say it, man, it was COVID. It was his mother passing away. He was fighting cancer. I mean, it was a lot that Ron, and not to mention, I mean, he was really controlling the whole team. So I mean, it was a lot on Ron. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Dan Quinn, I think he'll do a way better job. I do.
Okay. So let me. When we got to wrap it up, like Sean and Will, I don't know if like we taking over their time right now. I'm sorry, Sean. Sorry, Will. I legit thought we wouldn't be last this long. And guys, I see that you got messages for us and everything like that. I'm gonna take note, guys, and we can talk about it on our next show next week. Okay. And honestly, we're going to be a little bit more smoother next week. Just give us some time. We do appreciate you guys sticking it out with us as we talk all this crap, all this, and our kids keep interrupting us and everything like that. That just shows that we're good people because we still trying to take care of our kids at the same time as talk to you guys and talk this shit to y'all. And yo, what baby? Okay, I'm almost done. Okay. All right. So real quick, not first round, but I'm a Finns fan. So what do I know? Tua.
Right,
so having arguably the best backfield in the game with silverback protection on the blind side helps tremendously. Bobby, that's for real, man. Good show, Ab and Co. Bobby Wills, definitely appreciate that, bro. Like I said, we're working on it, and like thank you for chiming in. Hope to have you on. Have you participate with us next week. And like I said, we're going to get better. This is our first show together. And like right now, you see what we're called, Whateva Washington Football. So we're working on the name too. Maybe you guys can help us with the name. Hey, you got anything before we head out, Alex?
Nah, man. I appreciate you, Ab. Hopefully we can continue this. I appreciate Sean for getting us on, man. Respect to Sean and all that y'all do, man. Again, y'all was here before I was, so it's nothing but love and respect, man. Definitely.
I double down on that. Like all respect, Sean. Thanks for having us, man. I'm sorry we spilled over to you and Will's time. I really am, you know what I mean? So and just like I said, we're working on our name, guys. Like honestly, I don't want it to be light skin forever or something like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just something that like we need your help talking about Washington football and dealing with Alex and your boy Abs, you know what I'm saying? So guys, we appreciate you. Thank you. And we will talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.